and welcome to AtHomeBeauty. Today I'm going to share about the latest and greatest NuSkin device, AGELOC BOOST. To say this device has changed my skin is an understatement, so I am super excited to share everything I know about this device with you. Say hello here to AGELOC BOOST. I consider it my personal magic microcurrent wand. For those of you who aren't familiar with microcurrent technology, devices such as the Boost send out low voltage electrical impulses or microcurrents that is similar to the natural electrical currents in the body. It's non-invasive, but like injections, it's penetrating beyond the skin surface and working at a cellular level, reaching deep down into facial muscles. Essentially, the currents are giving your muscles a workout. And like a good workout, there are some great benefits. The most awesome is that it encourages the production of elastin and collagen. In other words, visibly firmer and tighter skin. So what sets apart the Boost from other microcurrent devices? The Boost features a new patent-pending microcurrent called Variable Pulse Microcurrent Technology. Other traditional microcurrent devices send out the same consistent length of current, while the Boost emits a varied wave of currents at different lengths and speeds. I like to equate it to Madonna's workouts. The lady is 63 and clearly puts me to shame. But from what I hear, her workouts are never the same and vary all the time, from Pilates, cardio, circuit training, dance, etc. Her muscles basically never get used to just one type of workout, making each workout that much more effective and providing better results. So think of the Boost being your celebrity facial interval trainer. It's constantly keeping your facial muscles on its toes, and for that, you're not seeing results only when you first start, but think every time. The other extra thing that separates the Boost from its competitors is the gel that it's paired with. It's this bottle here, and it's called the Activating Serum. Remember, microcurrent devices need to be used with a product that will help conduct current, which is why you can't just use any topical. But this serum isn't just any ordinary conductive gel. It's packed with some pretty darn amazing ingredients, like hyaluronic acid for hydration, and niacinamide, which helps smooth your skin and minimize pores, hyperpigmentation, sun damage, and even treats acne. These were products I'd have separate serum bottles cluttering on my counter, and now I just use this one and I'm done. In other words, the Boost is improving your skin from all levels, making sure all these great ingredients are simultaneously brightening and hydrating your skin's surface while repairing and producing collagen by penetrating deep down. So let's get into how to use the device. There is no right or wrong time on when to use the Boost. I personally like to use it as part of my evening routine, but a lot of people prefer the morning and say it's a great primer to their skin before putting on makeup. First, you want to have a freshly cleansed face. Of course, my obvious go-to is the LumiSpa. The LumiSpa is for me the best pre-boost ritual, as it primes my face for whatever my next skincare steps are. Afterwards, feel free to tone. I personally just go straight into it right after my cleanse without drying off. If you do dry off, I suggest misting your face before you get started. To activate, be sure your hands are dry, and you'll simply swipe up and you'll hear one long buzz. Then you're going to add 2 to 3 pumps of your serum directly onto the head, like this. I like using 2 pumps. I'd say with 2 pumps and using the device at least 5 days a week, I get about a month's worth out of each bottle. If you're more generous with your pumps, you're probably looking at about 3 weeks worth in each container. Next, I spread the serum evenly on one side of my face and then swipe up one more time. And it will start making short, even buzzes. Starting with my forehead, I start working in slow, even upward and outward strokes. Once I've done the entire half, I'll start concentrating more on my problem areas, such as the dark spots on my cheeks or where my pores are more pronounced. The 2 most noticeable changes for me after using the Boost were my face looked visibly brighter, and after a little longer, the big change were my pore sizes. I have more oily skin, and as you age and lose elasticity, the pores for people with my skin type start to sag, looking more like raindrops instead of round circles. Big pores have always been my struggle, and my kids always make fun of me and say I have a strawberry nose because all of my visible nose pores. But after using the boost, I kid you not, my pores have reduced and gotten so much tighter. I'm telling you, I think I've done every at-home and professional procedure to help the texture of my skin, and this is the first thing I've used that I can swear on the beauty Bible that I've seen positive results. Okay, so after using the minute, you'll hear a longer buzz that indicates you've reached the halfway point. Normally, you'll repeat the steps that you just did with another few pumps on the head, distribute the serum on the other side, swipe up, and start all over again. However, I take it an extra step. Without any additional product, I'll swipe up again and do another minute on the same side. This is purely my own method. I do it because the 1 minute just seems too short and I don't mind spending a little more time. The manual doesn't include this step though, so if you want to do it by the book, move on to the other side. At the end, you'll hear one long buzz and that's it. Or if you're like me, you are done with one half and you got to do the other side. I also make sure to do my jawline and my neck area too. The device is meant more for your face, but I consider my neck part of my face, so my neck gets treated also. Not sure if you can see here, but for the past 2 months, I've only tried it on one side of my neck. And I can see that the necklines are still pretty prominent on this side, while the side I did the boost on has smoothed out considerably. And I'll kind of go in for a close-up if you can. After I finish, since the device isn't waterproof, I run only the head under water and use an old soft toothbrush to gently remove excess serum. Be sure you dry the base before you place it in the charger. What's convenient is you don't have to wash off the serum, so let your face air dry or pat in the extra serum. Afterwards, you are welcome to use any additional product to supplement your skin. The boost for me has greatly simplified my daily routine. I now just use my evening moisturizer and my eye cream, and that's it. I also want to touch up on some troubleshooting, as I've had a few people contact me and I've personally experienced this myself, thinking, oh goodness, maybe my device is defective. So your boost is very intuitive. If you don't have enough product or if it's too dry, it's not going to work. Instead, it'll just start buzzing frantically at you. So here's an example of the boost not working because it's too dry. Listen carefully. Do you hear that like really frantic buzzing? When this happens, make sure your boost comes into contact with more serum or more moisture. If you already have enough serum on it, I just simply mist the head and I mist my skin and have the device come in contact with my skin. And this is my way of acknowledging to the boost that I've made the mistake, and I swipe up again. And your boost should stop throwing a tantrum and go back to normal. Also, if for whatever reason you need to turn the device off in the middle of a treatment, just swipe down like that and it'll pause. And that's it. It's literally the easiest few minutes of my skincare routine with the most satisfying results. Unlike other microcurrent treatments that are a bit more time consuming and not recommended more than a few times a week, this device is so quick and easy and can be used daily. And it's also not just an age preventative tool for people with mature skin, but recommended for young and older. I highly recommend taking before and after pictures of yourself from both sides and the front, and be sure your subsequent pictures are in the same spot with similar lighting. My after pictures I waited to take at the 2-month mark, and I was pretty shocked to see how much lighter my dark spots had gotten. My friends also sent me their pictures just a week into using the boost, and even I was skeptical and didn't believe they didn't doctor their pictures up. This friend promises both images are of her face after her normal skincare routine, the only difference being the right side is after doing the boost for a week. I was pretty floored to see how much her skin texture and discoloration had improved. This friend also has great skin to begin with, but it was amazing to see how good skin could get even better. I probably owe these ladies dinner, by the way, since I'm using their pictures without permission. And I also tried the boost on my mom as a test subject, using it 3 times in a row on her face. I think being a little older, the results were pretty remarkable right away. I'd say depending on the condition of your skin, you'll start to notice a difference anywhere as early as 3 days to about 2 to 3 months. On top of the benefits I mentioned earlier, I think this is the most confident I've ever been with my skin. It's definitely bouncier, more glowy, brighter, and smoother. Especially for all my Botox and filler lover friends, I challenge you, give this a try at home to enjoy more consistent and frequent benefits that might replace your injections. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me and see you next time.